is Jenny, and you're watching the Sunrise Show. Okay. You're watching the Sunrise Show on the Hallmark in Las Vegas YouTube media program. Down here at the home office, and getting ready to watch the sun come up. I was watching the Fox channel here a minute ago, and they were showing a picture of the sunrise, and they must have a higher camera because they were able to really show that glow in the horizon there, and my picture was still dark. So I'm not going to say that they had a bogus picture out there, but they were a bit more sensitive to the light than both the Facebook. There it is, 127, right on time. So we're on the Facebook right now, and we're also on the YouTubes as well. So if you want to find out where the live broadcast is on the YouTubes, go to thesunriseshow.com, and there you'll find a link to our YouTube channel. And if I'm broadcasting live, which I am now, then you would be able to see the YouTubes live as well. Now, the audio quality is not as good as on the Facebooks. That's pretty good. But the YouTubes kind of sounds like, at times, like I'm underwater, which I'm really not. I'm not underwater on the YouTubes. So, what is going on in Las Vegas today? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. It's going to be 67 degrees. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice for almost winter. Now, winter starts on the 21st of this month. The 21st, and that's like 2 weeks from now. Winter begins. Our winter is not very bad. It's very mild. And there goes the 127. It's not a very long route. Route is a route. Am I going to route for somebody? Yeah. Or am I going to route for that bus driving on its route? It's a difficult language we have. So many double words, like there and there and there. Yeah, well, there, and there. But you don't know which they're talking about when they say there. Are they talking about there, or there, or there? You don't know which one. Weird. So anyway, it's going to be nice today. Sunny. Very little clouds. Those clouds that you see, those will break up. They're gone. They're out of here. They shouldn't even be called clouds. Some parts of the valley, we live in a valley, you know. Some parts of the valley will be experiencing Virga. Dun, dun, dun. If you know what Virga is, then you know that's not an appropriate theme song for it. Dun, dun, dun. It's not scary at all. No, I made it sound scary. It's from the planet Virga. Dun, dun, dun. But there is no planet Virga. Now, one of our shortest conversations today is going to be on celebrity birthdays. Celebrity birthdays. Oh, there are a lot of celebrities out there having their birthday today. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of birthdays today, celebrity birthdays. But if you're a YouTube star, if you're a Instagram star, if you're a TikTok star, are you really a star? I mean, really. TikTok, it's only been out for like a year. How can you be a star in something in less than a year? Okay, but there are some stars here. One that I think almost a lot of people recognize if they're somewhat older is Larry Bird. Larry Bird, and he could have been the first big bird because get it? Because he was very big. He was a basketball player, and his name was Larry Bird. And he and Magic Johnson lit up the basketball world. And it started when they were still children on the playground, called college. One of them played for one college, the other one played for the other. And it was quite the rivalry in college itself. But then it came to the big leagues. And Larry Bird was with the Boston Celtics. And Magic Johnson was with the Los Angeles Lakers. And for years, they battled amongst themselves. And now they're best of buddies. So, you know, how that worked out. I think that worked out well. Now, people that fought each other, these two, they fought each other, but only in a friendly competition called basketball. Now, people famous that did box themselves fought each other today in history, was Sugar Ray Leonard and Roberto Duran. And if you've been around long enough to know that Roberto Duran was, well, he was infamous for saying the phrase "no mas" in the eighth round of the boxing event, if you will. He stopped boxing. You're not supposed to do that unless the bell rings. He stopped boxing and he waved his hand at the referee and allegedly said "no mas," which means I don't want to fight anymore in Spanish. And so that was the legend. That was the lore. That was what people took to their grave, if they will, that he said "no mas." But as history goes on, his son, Roberto Duran Jr., he said he was there at the fight, said he didn't say "no mas." He said, what did he say? He said, no, he said "no mas." Anyway, so that was the end of that fight. And that was, in boxing lore, that was pretty famous. That one goes down as a hysterical boxing match, along with the one where the guy flew into the ring in Caesar's Palace while Tyson was boxing. The guy decides to fly into the ring on a flying machine. That was pretty bizarre. So that one, there's Mike Tyson. And then he did the one where he bit off Evander Holyfield's entire ear. And there was like blood like gushing out of the side of his face. And then they had to stop the fight to find his ear. And then they put it on ice and they took him to the hospital and they sewed it back on. But they sewed it on upside down. So it was so bloody they couldn't even tell. They slapped that thing on and they stitched it up, and then like a week later, you go, uh-oh. You hate when the doctor says, uh-oh. That's probably the worst thing you want to hear from the doctor say, like when you're in surgery and you wake up, uh-oh. You know, they left a sponge in me one time. When they operated on me, they left a sponge in me. I wasn't hungry, but boy, I was thirsty all the time. Oh, I was thirsty. Other notables here. They even have a person listed in this celebrity birthday. They're listed, you know, they got the TV actress, they got the movie actor. This one is just called a family member. And I don't even recognize the name of this person, but they're listed as, oh yeah, family member. Nicole Tuck. Who is she a family member of that would put her on this list? But they have maybe one or two other people on here. Tyrell Owens. If you're a sports fan, you might remember Tyrell Owens. He played football, and he was a couple of different teams. He changed his jersey a couple of times. When you change your jersey, people either love you or hate you. They don't. It's not you. It's the jersey that they hate. You know, guy like Brett Fairbury, I think that's how you pronounce it. Brett Fairbury. You know, he played for one team. Yay! They love him. He changed his jersey. Oh, we hate you. That's just a bunch of girls in the stands because the Chinese fighters like, oh, we hate you. But he doesn't even play anymore. So that's one example. So this guy, Tyrell Owens, if you will, he played for the Eagles. Oh, the Eagles, oh, we hate you. And then he decided to play for the Cowboys. Yay, we love you. Only because he changed his jersey, his sweater, his shirt that we love or hate. Imagine that in your regular job, you know. Hey, I work for UPS. Yay, we love you. And you get rid of the brown suit, you put on a blue and white one for FedEx. Yeah, we hate you, FedEx. Ooh. That wouldn't be good, would it? No. Well, anyway, so one of the things that sticks out in my mind is after one of the football games, he started crying. Crying? There's no crying in football. There's no crying. That was made famous by that football movie, The League of Their Own, where the girls played football. Did you see that girl playing football the other day? She was kicking the ball around. They're going, hey, stop that. And they're chasing her around the field, and they couldn't catch her because she used to play soccer. So instead of, just kicking the ball at the goalpost, she was kicking it around the field. And they were chasing her around. Going, hey, this isn't soccer. And she goes, screw you. I'm going to play whatever I want. And it took like 15 minutes to catch her. So that was pretty cool. So, and I think there's like maybe there's like one other person here of notable value on the celebrity list. Just so many people. And there are people, they don't even have their picture. How famous can you be if you're famous and they don't have a picture of you? Huh, I don't get that. Anyway, there might be one other person that is of any relevance at all, at least in my mind, for being a celebrity. Nope, that's it. Larry Bird and Tyrell Owens. That's it. Everybody else is they don't make it in my book. Now, today in history. Ooh, today in history. If you're old enough to remember, there's an event that almost changed the world. Matter of fact, it probably did. It was on this day, December 7th. This day will remain a day in infamy. Dun, dun, dun. They should have played that when he did that speech. But today was December 7th when allegedly, I don't want to get into a theory about this, allegedly, uh, the Japanese Air Force bombed Pearl Harbor. And at that time, President Ronald Reagan got on the TV and he said, well, Mommy, today is a day that will, live in infamy. And then, right after that, Richard Nixon got on the TV. He said, I'm not a crook. We just have a small dog named Checkers. That's what happened today in history. And you're listening to or watching, doesn't matter. You get points for either listening or watching or neither. You still get points to the Sunrise Show on the Talk of Las Vegas, brought to you by our friends at Roland Smoke Barbecue. Roland Smoke Barbecue. If you're looking for the best barbecue in town, oh, you got no excuse. You got no excuse. You got to come into Roland Smoke Barbecue. They got barbecue chicken. They got barbecue ribs. They have fish. They have fish ribs. They have chicken ribs. Oh, you have to eat a lot of them, but they are really good. If you're looking for the best, they have this Cajun barbecue, Arkansas barbecue. They have that down there at the Rolling Smoke Barbecue, Arkansas. And then they have like 3 or 4 different kinds of barbecue. But if you're afraid of catching the China virus, you don't have to go in. You go ding ding, and they'll bring it out to your car, or you can eat in there. They wipe everything down with barbecue sauce, and that's been known to kill the China virus. Barbecue sauce, that China virus, it can't handle that. Woo, woo, that's hot stuff. Hot stuff. That hot sauce and stuff together is stuff. Look it up. Oh, they can't handle it. Not the China virus. They like that teriyaki stuff. Yeah. So anyway, go in there. Where's Rolling Smoke Barbecue? I'll tell you. Rolling Smoke Barbecue is down at Grand Grand Canyon and Flamingo, and they're also on Industrial, and they're also at the now closed down T-Mobile Arena. So if you got a hankering for some good barbecue, good cracker, go down to see our friends at Roland Smoke Barbecue on the west side, Grand Canyon and Flamingo. That's the Roland Smoke Barbecue. If you've got the hankering for the Roland Smoke Barbecue.
Tell you, I'm very excited to be here. I've had a great week. I just got an electric car. Sweet. It is sweet. It's in the shop now. We're having a gas engine put in it, but I love it. Oh, it is the best. It's so unique, you know. I just missed gassing up my car. And, you know, petroleum, now the gas prices are coming down so much. And they'll go back up again. It's all confusing. And I don't get it, because I was in the pharmacy a couple of days ago. I saw that petroleum jelly has not gone up 1 cent. Too bad our car is going to run on petroleum jelly. That would be pretty cool. It'd be hard to get it in there, though, but you get it in there. You work it in there. You work it in. You do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, this thing is a bathe magnet, which I don't need because I've been married for the last 13 years. But I still like the look, though. I'll tell you that. I'll be honest with you. I got a wandering eye. But luckily, my other eye is a lazy eye. So it's a push. They cancel each other out. The wandering eye is like, hey, baby, let's get back to my place after you drink. Then the lazy eye comes around. Oh, this seems like a lot of work. Let's just have a cookie, huh? Somebody asked me last week what my best pickup line was. And, you know, like I said, I've been married for the last 13 years. So my best pickup line is, hey, are you awake? Right? Anyway, so you guys can follow me on Twitter or on Amber Alert. Those two things right there. My Twitter is at Kevin_Nealon, and my Amber Alert is a blue El Camino Nevada license plates. So anyway, this year I've decided I would like to take more risks in life. And by risks, I'm talking about trying new restaurants. There is a restaurant in my neighborhood, a Korean restaurant, and I've been going by this place for the last 6 years. I never tried it. And 2 weeks ago I said, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot. And I did. And guess what? Horrible, horrible food. I think it's a nail salon during the day or something. I don't know. But not good, not good. But you know what? I'm trying new foods. I have a friend that doesn't try new foods. He eats the same food every day, pretty much. I don't think he's ever had Italian food. It's odd. I mean, he also doesn't, he thinks he can't get a disease if he hasn't heard of it. Sometimes when we're in an argument, and I'm, you know, angry at him, I'll just start yelling out rare diseases. Like, diverticulitis, fibromyalgia. And if I can't think of a rare disease, I'll yell at an Italian dish. You know, he doesn't know. Penne arrabbiata. He thinks it's a rare disease. Bruschetta. He's confined to his house right now with the deadly fusilli bolognese. I'm not kidding around. He called his doctor. He said, what should I do for fusilli bolognese? The doctor said, just, you know, boil some water, throw it in there. But you know what? Everyone's got their own fears. We all have our own fears. Mine for a long time, and it doesn't have to be rational. Mine was sharks for a long time, but no more. Now, chimpanzees. Have you read about these chimpanzee attacks? They rip your face off. They go for the crumb. I'm not talking about the cute little chimpanzee with the sweater vest and the suspenders. That's Larry King. I'm talking, no. I'm talking about the big strength of 4 grown men chimpanzees. 4 grown men. That's the number they come up with all the time. It's 4 grown men. They must have done a study at one point, you know, to figure that out. They start with 1 grown man. You know, get in the cage with that chimp. Let's see who's stronger. Oh, no, 2 grown men. 3. Until they get to 4. It cost 6 lives, that study. But it's worth it. They got their answer. It's 4. But at least with a shark attack, there's no drama. You know, it just pulls you down. There's no mess. You're like, you know, you're gone. Your friends don't even know it. They're like on the beach. You know, where's Kevin? I think he's at the snack bar throwing the frisbee. But with the chimpanzee attack, can you imagine the horror? It probably sneaks up behind you, like on one of those little tricycles. And I'm telling you, the last minute, that horn on the handlebar, hey, they turn around, face and crotch. They get your jaw so that you can't bite them. That's what they do. And then they go for the crotch. But seriously, who wants to have sex at this point? Not me. Because like I said, I've been married for the last 13 years. Thank you very much.
Well, that was our friend, well, not our friend, I don't know him personally, but I do enjoy his work, if you will. That was Kevin Nealon. And Kevin Nealon has been around for a while. Very funny guy. I think he's very funny. He was on Saturday Night Live for a number of years, and he was Mr. Subliminal. Very funny stuff. They might have done it a couple of times, but I know they did one hot sex that I really enjoy watching hot sex. And then he talks about reviewing male porn videos. Very funny. He's been on Johnny Carson. I did not know that. Yeah, he's been on Johnny Carson a number of times. So you could YouTube him up. And as I just did, he was not here live in the studio. That was a YouTube video that I dialed up. And you could do the same on the YouTube. Just type in Kevin Nealon. And he was also on a TV show that I believe has seen its demise, probably because of the China virus, and they couldn't do the taping right away. And they said, nah, you know what? We'll come up with new stuff. And you other people, you've got plenty of money. Don't worry about it. And he was on a show, Man with a Plan. And he was the brother of another TV star that you might remember. And that was Joey, drawing a blank of his last name on the show, Matt LeBlanc. Matt LeBlanc, and he played Joey Tribbiani. That's who he played, Joey Tribbiani, on the Friends show. You might remember the Friends show. And in the news today, as a matter of fact, on the Friends show, Matthew Perry is in the news. You remember him. He was Chandler Bing, or as he got his TV guides, Chandler Bong. There's a guy walking across the street. You probably see him. Not on YouTube, but on the Facebook. He's out of the way now. I'm going to crouch down here. I don't want him looking up here and say, well, that's the guy I've been listening to on the radio machine. I'm going to come and get you. I'm going to make you butter for my bread. That is not what I wanted to do to start the day or the week, to become someone's butter for their bread. Now, you don't get the really true value of the colors that are coming off across the horizon today. The sunlight is bouncing off those low-hanging clouds right over the southern part of the strip. You can see the New York outline down there. And let me see if I can do something here without endangering people on the street. Did you see the disembodied hand? That hand is not really there. That's a disembodiment of a thumb or a hand or something. Here's the thing, it's just delivering mail to us. Anyway, that's not the reason I called. So I'm going to adjust the camera here and maybe do a little zooming in. Oh, now you can see. Oh, I see those colors there in the sky. Riders in the storm. You think it's stormy yet, but not really. Where a nuclear blast went off on the east part of Las Vegas. No, those are the actual colors, the hues. Turn off this light here so we don't get that reflection. There we go. Ooh, look at that. Dun, 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 dun. So what do we got going here? We've got, we've got another billboard, the Nazi, that's Nazi law. And then, what do we got going there? That's something else I can't really tell. Oh, it's a Chinese restaurant or something. Then you go up here. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. That's the Mandalay Bay. That would be the Mandalay Bay. And then, what else we got here? Now, when it gets warmer out, I'll be able to do the show. Oh, there's the new Space Dome. That's our new football stadium that nobody can go into. Hey, we got a new stadium. Woo! You can't go in. Oh, woo! Anyway, so that'd be nice when they open that. So there's your New York, right there. Look, ooh, look at that sky. Ooh, get Mark Griffin out of here. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, there's the palms. Ooh, that's no, that's not the palms. That's like the surf. The surf. You know, if I had the magnifying glass, I'd be able to tell who's watching today. Oh, I see who's watching today. Billy is watching, and Jimmy is watching, and Charlie is watching. It's like a bumper. And they're the Twin Towers, all three of them. And that's the Caesar's Palace. If you go up too high, you'll get drowned out. If you go too low, then you get not drowned out. So you got to be just perfect. There's the Caesar's Palace and the Palazzo. You ever been to the Palazzo? That's kind of nice. In the lobby of the Palazzo, for those of you who've never been there, they have it all decorated up, and dependent upon the season, you'll be able to see different things at the Palazzo. Even during the China virus, you can still go in there. You got to mask up, and jelly tight down here at Las Vegas. Now, if you're in California, I pity you. If you're in there, they got the lockdown. Dun dun dun, lockdown. Hey, lockdown. You ain't going nowhere if you're living in California. For 3 weeks, that's it. You got to stay home. You can't go out. You can't even open the windows. You don't even draw the blinds. You just stay in the house. That's it. For 3 weeks, you'll be able to do that. I'm sure everybody has at least 3 weeks worth of food in their house, right? At least 3 weeks of toilet paper in their house, right? You know, I made a mistake. I order online. I don't go to the grocery store anymore. Screw that. You don't have to worry. You deal with people. It's great. I love this China virus because it's changed my life in so many ways. I don't have to deal with people anymore. I hope you feel the same way, because, I dial it up on the computer, say, oh, this is what I want. You know how much you're going to spend. Okay, you don't get to the checkout and say, oh my God, that shampoo, it's $22? Are you kidding me? Look where we are today. You don't have any of those surprises. There's the Trump Tower right there. In a few minutes, the sun is going to be blazing. It blinded me the other day. I could not see for like 3 days because I mistakenly looked up at my leader's tower, and he threw me a curveball. He said, here's the sun. And he doesn't talk like that, but it was like right in my eyes. Oh my God. And the building is on a swivel. I don't know if you know that or not, but it's on a swivel. And so it can turn. So sometimes it says Trump looking directly at me, and then other times he's going, I don't want to look at you directly, and I'm just going to look off to the side. And there's something that pisses me off, okay? You got these commercials on TV. Speaking of things that piss me off, you got these commercials on TV where they're talking to you, they're looking right in the camera. They're going, hey, you know what? You need health insurance. And then all of a sudden, bam, they're looking off to the side. They're going, what the hell? What? Hey, I'm over here, pal. And they're going, yeah, we got the best selections in town. We got this one here. And I'm going, hey, over here. Joan London is like that. She's got this slick back hairdo commercial going on now, and the makeup she's wearing, it's not the old Joan London I fell in love with years ago. This is like, ooh, Joan London. But anyway, she's out there, yeah, my mom, and then all of a sudden she's looking off to the distance. I'm going, Joan, hey, honey, over here. I can't pay attention to what she's talking about. Words are coming out of her mouth. I couldn't care less what she's saying. Why? Because she's not looking at me. Look at me when you talk. And I grab her chin. I just grab her chin and I go, you look at me when I talk to you. You look. Oh, that brings back bad memories from school. They would grab my chin and say, you look at me. And I wouldn't want to look at her. Miss Quinlan. Oh, she was old and she had multiple hairs growing up. No, that was Miss Senny. Oh, Miss Senny. She's dead now. And I can talk about it because she's dead. She was like the seventh grade teacher, and nobody liked Miss Senny. They say, "Oh, who did you get?" Oh, Miss Senny. Oh, Miss Senny. And we did not like Miss Senny. She was old, and she had hairs growing out of her chin. And when she would grab my chin, I would always want to just pluck one of those hairs out of her chin, and maybe she'd deflate. Look at that sunrise today. That's why we call this the Sunrise Show. You're not going to see this on other shows. You know, they might flash a picture of it. It's up there. Oh, look at that. Johnny Nevada sent this picture of the sunrise over Las Vegas. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, yeah, but I spend the whole show showing you how beautiful it is. Plus, you get to listen to me and some of my lovely guests. Now, I didn't have any guests scheduled today, and so we're probably not going to have a call in today. But we do have other people that love to call in the show. Look at that. Ooh. It's almost like the sky is on fire, but really it's not. It's not. My friend, this gentleman that called in last week, he knows everything about everything, and you cannot ask him anything that he will not have the answer for. He's like the answer man, and he's scheduled to call in tomorrow, Tuesday, the 8th of December. He's going to be calling in and bestowing some knowledge upon us, and we'll have a battle of the wits. He will win because I'm only half loaded. So I'm looking forward to that. And then, of course, Miss Donna, Mistress Donna, Madam Donna. I get it wrong. She gave me her card, but I don't. It just said Donna on there. So she calls in with our Choose Your News, where I get to pick one of the three stories that she's dug out for us. I don't have time for all this kind of stuff. So I have these field correspondence. There goes to 127. There he goes, right on time. Engine, number 9. And then we have Dr. Genio down at the Institute. Hopefully she'll be calling in with some theories one of these days. That's always nice to hear from her. She's got these theories of things that we know and things we don't know and things we don't know that we know. So she'll call in with that. And then we have I'm not going to say old, I'm going to say past, my past lovely show host from when we did the Date Night in Vegas show. That was a lot of fun. And we went and we didn't have they did have the studio audience, but it was the home office. The home office was just an office. It could be the homeless office because of who you'd see in the back parking lot of the building where they did the broadcasting. And it's now a dispensary. Can you believe that? The studio for the show that we did, Date Night in Vegas, is now a dispensary. But after doing like one show in the studio, I said, nah, we don't want to do it. Who wants to do the show in the studio when you can do live? When you can do live kind of stuff. And so that's what we did every Friday night. We went and we did. We told people where to go. We loved telling people where to go. And we had entertainment out the yin yang. We did so many shows, and we didn't even have enough time to discuss all of the shows that we did. But we certainly had a lot of fun, and we can talk about that next time. So hopefully she'll be there. Her name is Nikki. Hopefully she'll be able to tune in, and we can share some memories and some new stuff as well. We don't want to just dwell on memories. Who wants to dwell on memories? Not me. And really, that's all you have. All you have is your memories. That's all you can, the government can take everything you got. They can take your food, you can take your water, you can take your air. But the one thing they can't take yet is your memory. Unless they flash that flashing thing in front of you like they did on Back to the Future Men. The men in black in the future, or something like that. They discovered, if you're a news person, if you're newsly educated, you'll know that in the past years or so, just the past years, our diplomats down in Cuba and also in China, they were suffering this mind. Oh, it was like, there go the birds, there they go, there go the birds. Every day at this time, the birds go out and they go, hey, let's get together. Let's get together. And they go see that billboard, they hang out on the billboard, look at them flying around. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's worth watching the show. That's the one thing that you can take any value out of the show is you get a chance to see, if you're quick enough, you get to see the birds go flashing past the window. Thousands of birds. They darken the sky. There's so many of them. I don't get it. I don't understand it, but that's okay. That's all right. So anyway, these people are diplomats. They've been suffering these terrible headaches and ringing in their ears and everything. And it turns out that the theory, I don't want them coming after me saying, you said, well, it's a theory. Okay, it's okay if you say it's a theory. But they were more birds. They're late stragglers. They had trouble getting out of bed this morning. Wait for me. Sorry, we're going. Gone. And they're gone. Anyway, you ready for this? Microwave. That's what they're saying, that they were aiming microwaves at the embassy. And that's what was giving these people the headaches and everything like that. So I haven't had much trouble with my microwave, because rule number one, don't stick your head in the microwave. Okay, that's rule number one. It says it right on the front. They have that sticker when you buy the microwave. It says plainly, do not stick your head in the microwave. Now, if you're expecting somebody to drive by the home office, like this guy right here from the Tropicana. Oh, that's Don. That's my husband. He's driving a truck today, and he drove right by the home office. Wasn't that something? That really was something. Tropicana, a whole truckload of orange juice. Wonderful, and orange products, I'm sure. It's not just orange juice. It's the orange pudding. I've never heard of orange pudding. You got the chocolate pudding, you got the vanilla pudding, you've got the lemon. Ooh, all three of those are top-notch puddings as far as I'm concerned. And you really can't beat the price. At the grocery store, you get 4 of them for $1. That's 25 cents for a little tub of pudding. And I can't tell you what kind of a mood I get into once I've had some pudding. That we could solve all the problems of the world if every day they handed out a free cup of pudding to every man, woman, and child on this planet. Start your day with a nice little tub of pudding. Your flavor. You got chocolate, you got the lemon, you got the vanilla, and you've got butterscotch. Yeah, but orange, I don't think I've ever heard of orange pudding. If anyone out there has heard of orange pudding, please send me some, and I'll try it. So you can see all the way down the street. Now, the people on the YouTubes, they're not privy to all this. They got a fixed lens, and that's it. But on the Facebooks, they got the variable. And like I say, when the weather gets warmer, we'll probably be doing this out on the veranda, and that'll be nice. We can yell at people, and they can yell back. That'll put a little sauce in the show. Go, hey, quit yelling at me. He started it. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed today's episode. There's a Kevin Nealon on there. He's a very funny guy. Do the YouTubes and say, hey, where's Kevin Nealon? And he will recognize. Can't get over how the sky looks today. Sorry that there's a screen here in the way. I didn't know if you know what those vertical and horizontal lines are, but that's the screen that I have to shoot through because of where this is situated in the home office. So we might work on that. I don't know. And then we've got this thing going on. Look at this. It's 73 degrees right here in 73.9 degrees Fahrenheit right here at the home office and 34% humidity. So thanks for stopping by today. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, those of you that you have disputes with, if you're pissed off at them with, say, hey, do me a favor, watch the Sunrise Show. That'll learn them. So I was scratching, holding the camera with one hand while scratching another. So that's just what time is it? Yeah, 6:37, and I believe the sun will come out tomorrow. The sun should be coming up in about a minute or so. I believe they said 6:40, and the days are getting shorter. They're getting shorter, but in 2 weeks, the days will start getting longer again, longer. There was Anytime Plumbing. You call them up and say, hey, when can you, nah, we can't come on. Yeah, but it says Anytime, nah. We just bought the company. The company was already named Anytime, and we just bought it. And we didn't want to go through the trouble of changing the name, but no, we're not going to come out there anytime. We'll come out there on Thursday if you like. So there's a gentleman in Russia. He saved all his money to buy a brand new car. What a brand new car. And he goes down to the Department of Motor Vehicles. That's where you buy the cars in Russia. They don't have dealers. You just go down. It's a government-owned situation. And he goes in, he says, want to buy a brand new car. And he puts 10,000 rupees on the gentleman's desk. Here, for a brand new car, 10,000 rupees. And the gentleman behind the desk looks at him and says, yes, good. You will get the brand new car exactly 10 years to the day. You will get brand new car 10 years to the day. And the man looks at him and he says, can you please tell me, will this car be delivered in the morning or will it be delivered in the afternoon? And the man says, what difference does it make? He says, well, because that is the day my plumber is coming. That is the day my plumber is coming, 10 years from now. My plumber is coming. That's a Russian joke. Write in if you liked it, good. If you want more Russian jokes, I will try to dig some up. If you didn't like it, well, you have 2 knobs on the radio. One knob is to make the volume go up and down. The other knob is to make the volume go side to side. Look at that sound. Well, anyway, so we're just about ready to wrap things up here. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And we'll have another episode for you tomorrow. Right? Isn't that right, Mommy? That's right. There's that bird. You don't get this on other shows. Thank God. There's the New York, and you go in there and everybody talks like that. You say, hey, give me $5. Hey, you got $5? Yeah, give me $5. You want a hot dog? Yeah, I want a hot dog. Hey, give me a hot dog. How much is it? $5. $5 for a hot dog? Yeah, a hot dog. And that's how they talk. They're trained. When you go in there, they have a dialogue coach. When they coach you to talk like that. They have a dialogue coach on the menu. That was heartbreaking to find out that Niles the butler was born in Arkansas. Niles the butler on the menu was born in Arkansas, and they trained him. I was crestfallen. Oh man, that bird almost flew into the window. I was crestfallen to learn that he was not really English, that they taught him how to speak like that. Well, my friends, and I do mean that literally, my friends, thank you for tuning in. It looks like the sun is just about coming up. And as you know, that's the premise of the show, the sunrise show. I would do the sunset show, but the sun don't set in the east. Not these days. Maybe after January 20th. Maybe then. Well, anyway, so that's it for today. Hope you tune in tomorrow. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your family. To tune into the Sunrise Show on the Talk of Las Vegas. Gotta put a smile on somebody's face today. Whoa, more birds. Look at this, huh? Look at this. What's he doing? He's attacking those cones. He hates these cones. Or he's gonna hate you. Anyway, so like I said, put a smile on somebody's face today. Or at least try. And goodbye to those of you watching on the YouTubes. Watching on the YouTubes. Let's see.